It is 106 degrees in my goddamn house, but I gotta see what happens next. Phoenix, I will save you unless you did it, because it's looking that way, bro. I'm gonna be honest. He maybe he didn't do it, but he did something. Anyway, court's here. Has our witness, Miss Olga, recovered?
Yes, Your Honor. She's regained consciousness.
Perhaps we can hear her version of the events again.
That's the thing. She's quite fatigued.
Oh, how about that? Looking a bit fatigued yourself, Mr. Payne. Leave the comedy to me. Yeah, Mr. Christoph, the funniest character in Ace Attorney. What if he actually was? He could, man, Nah, he's a square. I'm a square. Let's move on. Sadly, fatigue is insufficient grounds for refusing to testify or prosecute. Okay, Christoph, hold on. We didn't let him finish. He's got some zingers, okay. The defense would like to request that Miss Oli take the stand. Okay. Witness will take the stand. That's all right. I mean, it has to be. Get it together, girl. Perhaps you could repeat your name and profession? A few of us forgot it. I remember, of course. Perhaps you'd rather admit that you're a poor liar and a poorer loser. Whoa, Christoph! Bullying girls quota. It's, it's really in every JohneAwesome playthrough. Just, What? What the dump?
Name's Olga Orally. That's the truth. I'm a pro dealer. People call me Olga Quick Fingers.
Just like finger guns, Can't do that in court. Oh my God, she's got a gun. Really?
Want to know something else? I'm not really Russian.
Okay, it's canon.
And my last name, it sounds like, oh, really? That's the truth. I hope you're satisfied. I did not see this coming. Get it together. Okay. Witness, you will tell the court what you really were up to that night. Fine, I'll talk. We had a plan. See, oh, look at those eyebrows. She's fierce.
I'm intimidated. Let me remind you that you're currently under oath. Any further fabrications will have serious consequences.
Fine.
Okay. Gotta stop making every girl Southern.
Like I said, I'm a pro. That guy Smith hired me. Do what I do best. I was planted at the Borscht Bowl Club several days prior to the night of the game as a waitress.
So you were in cahoots with the victim?
Not that he needed my help. Smith's a well-known poker player in some circles, but winning wasn't the main purpose of that game. It was about destroying a legend, the unbeatable Phoenix Wright. Plan was simple. Elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts. I was to plant a card in Wright's pocket beforehand, and then deal 5 aces during one of the games.
Oh my God. Well, there you have it. What the dump? I'm gonna give you a hug. Oh man, from behind, it's a little... I don't think that's what he's doing.
When the hands were revealed, Mr. Smith would call him out and search Mr. Wright. He'd pull that out, the planted card, and the trap would have been snapped shut.
Okay. You swapped the... I don't know how this guy would talk. You swapped the cards. I guess. I don't know. Does not sound like a Smith.
Exposed as a cheater and losing on top of it. It would have made a great double play. Just like that, the legend would have been dashed to pieces.
Okay. All right. Getting caught red-handed at cheating would have cast doubt on all those prior wins. Okay.
A 7-year legend destroyed with one little card. That was the plan.
Not gonna lie, it's this trail's kind of sick, but now that we know this, how was it, like, aren't we kind of done? Like,
oh, really? Orly.
How droll. What? Oh yeah, she's a liar. But it appears you made quite the mistake. Now, what are you talking about now? I agree the trap was elegant. Yet what happened to that planted card?
Yeah, that's right. She didn't say. He's lucky. I'll give him that. You'd have to be slipped free from a trap laid by Olga Quickfingers.
Oh, really? I get it. Sorry. The witness would be much cuter if she dispensed with the evil mastermind shtick.
Cute? Who wants to be cute, darling? I'm here to kill. I'm not cute, I'm bad. You hear me, bad?
Yeah, okay. That was bad. Bad delivery. Bad all around. I mean, he's not even trying. When you through being bad, perhaps you could testify to the court. Tell us about this trap. How it was sprung, all right?
Okay.
Goodness. I guess you really never could have seen that coming.
That's the benefit of 2D games, I guess. Because they're just pictures. But
I guess you do the same thing in 3D. But God, rigging that model, what a pain, am I right?
That night, I played the card like I was supposed to. And Wright lost the hand, just like he was supposed to. Then, Smith searched him. But the planet card was gone. Trap failed. Next moment, Wright picked up a bottle and he swung it.
That is really random.
Wasn't me who hit Smith. It was that no good cheating defendant. Even though I kind of cheated as well, but that's not the point. I'm not gonna kill nobody.
A surprisingly frank testimony that still leaves us utterly in the dark. I'm going back to my old ways. Oh, let me...
The trap was perfect, I tell you. Perfect. If that rotten cheater had messed it up. Look who's talking.
All right, enough of that, Apollo. Come on. Well, the testimony for what it's worth. It's all yours, Mr. Justice.
Right.
No, that's the other guy.
Okay. With witnesses like her, who needs criminals? And with defendants like Mr. Wright, who needs prosecutors? And okay, this bit sucks. Let's just find out what's weird. Hoorah. I bet the smoking gun here is going to be that camera of hers. It's going to come up at some point. Where I lost the hand just like he was supposed to. Then Smith would search him. This is all in the past. No, that's not in the past. That never happened. So it'd have to be like, some of these. The card was gone, the trap failed. She obviously doesn't know. Maybe she saw something, like she has an idea, and that could lead to something else. The card? It disappeared. Yeah, my trump card. The 5 of hearts. Okay.
Now, I'm no gambler, but 5 of hearts. There's only so many ways you can place 5 hearts on a card. But what's up with that card? In the bottom left there. No, because okay. Look at the 7 on the card, or on the table. Yeah, that could technically be the 5. Okay, sure. Maybe that's where it went.
It was gone without a trace. Poof, zippo.
All right.
We searched every nook and cranny, even inside his cute little hat.
She can't help herself.
It is a nice hat. I gotta, it's in April though. I mean, the card was nowhere to be found. Is this correct? Never in my long, storied career, never as quick fingers or thee, I've been so readily duped.
Oh, really? So what did happen to that 5 of hearts?
Don't look at me. Why don't you ask that cheating, lying, two-faced defendant? So the 5 of hearts is still missing in action. Well, we can't, just with that picture, we can't deduce that is that card. Because, I mean, there's also a card over there, at the very top of the picture. So until we get more evidence, I don't feel confident presenting that. Right, picked up the bottle and swung. I think we can all agree, slapstick comedy, probably a little random. Isn't that a little odd? What's odd? The card, honey? No, it was the well, that is odd. All right. You searched Mr. Wright thoroughly and found nothing, which means he didn't cheat. So it means he had no reason to strike the victim. What the crap was that? Apollo, you tweaking, bro? I should not have eaten the gas station sushi. Oh boy.
Something wrong with you, Mr. Justice? You look like... Well, you look like you had gas station sushi. I mean, I had a couple times. It's, it's a gamble. Life's a gamble. A lot like cards,
Nothing, Your Honor. I'm good. What to do? Should I press her a little harder? I mean, might as well. Miss Orley, you're hiding something. Are you? But what are you talking about? You big-headed. Me? Quick fingers, Orley? A master of subterfuge? No.
That offense will refrain from baseless accusations.
I have one question for the witness, then. You say you saw the moment the defendant hit the victim. Is this true?
Ooh, she lied once.
She's doing the thing with her head. No. What? Did Phoenix say the back of the neck? I forget. Of course it's true. I did see it, honest. I saw it when Mr. Right hit it.
That's like really loud on my end. I don't know why.
With my own eyes, I saw it. That is not perjury. I did it. What's this weird vibe I'm getting? Is this love? No, it can't be. I would never. That witness. For instance, Miss Orley. She would touch the back of her neck during certain parts of her testimony. Oh, there's Phoenix talking. My effing bad. Did you notice? Well, now that there's an effect and a sound effect, yeah. Touching your neck. Was it?
Yo, whoa! Camera! Back up! Am I supposed to be doing something? Oh, it's just a cutscene.
Apollo, what is up with you, bro? Yes, I'm making the eye-brain connection. What is going on? This sensation. Do I have a neck fetish? It's coming into focus. There, that twitch. It's clear. It's like I could perceive her habit. Like I couldn't before.
Okay, there's a perceive button. It's not the best named mechanic in video games, but I like it. Okay.
It's like I could perceive her habit like that. Ooh.
Kristoff's like, what are you staring at, Apollo? You really creeping me out.
Miss Orley, perhaps you're unaware of this yourself. Apollo, why would you say that? Why would you call her out on her bluff? You nincompoop. I'm unaware of what? Excuse me? Whenever you get into a certain part of your testimony, you touch the back of your neck with your left hand.
What's you gonna do? Freak out? No! This sounds like me, bro. When I used to play Among Us.
I know we can't say that word, but this guy's he's saying a lot. Anyone else notice that? I have this exact expression. I just find that interesting. My neck. So what? I got mosquitoes in here. It's April.
What indeed are you doing, Justice? What is wrong with you?
I hadn't noticed anything of the sort. When she says that part of her testimony, she subconsciously is recalling something. Her body reacts to the memory. She touches her neck. I'm sure of it.
Well, now she's not gonna do it, you nincompoop. A memory? Would someone care to elaborate what he's blabbering on about?
This is highly unusual, and we're in a court of law, all right? A guy got killed. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it was dumb. I mean, I've seen a lot. Okay, it was circus themed. That's all I'll get. I mean, come on. That was a real clown house. All right. Did I do anything? No? All right. Let's ask the defense then. Was my joke funny? Was it mid? I'll work on it. All right. But you claim the witness is remembering something. Maybe you have evidence of this memory you can show us?
Oh, crud. Her habit is scratching her neck whenever she talks about the moment of the crime. So what would remind her of the moment of the crime? Miss Orley, whenever you recall the crime that night, you scratch your neck. I've noticed it happens when you think about the moment of the crime. There must be some reason behind that habit of yours. I believe the weapon that left an immeasurable impression on your neck is... What would touch your neck? Though he's saying the weapon. Did she get hit with the bottle? Because we've already established, I mean, it does make quite the mark. I'm overthinking, but really, that is weird. When you think about a neck, I mean, it's the back of her neck.
Did she get hit on the back of the neck? I mean, I might as well YOLO, bro.
Whenever she talks about the moment of the crime, she touches her...
Man, you said that 3 times. I've been counting. 1, 2, 3. You got this neck thing. I know this guy Johnny. He's got a... No correlation or a commentator. He's got a bug bite fetish. It's nasty.
Anyway, reminds us... It was a JoJo reference, sorry. Well, reminds us more of the moment that this bottle, the murder weapon. You reminded of the murder weapon, maybe. Something doesn't fit. If you were the only witness to the crime, why would that make you touch your neck in pain?
Excuse me, what? What are we talking? You called my name?
It was Mr. Smith, the victim who was hit. Not you, Orly.
I do not know yet.
Yeah, don't pull that again. Come on.
This is a cross-examination, not a cross-wild conjecture. The witness's habits? We've all got habits. I smoke, drink, and drive at the same time. That's a habit. But that's not related to this case.
Justice. I'll admit I'm even a bit confused.
This is certainly a unique cross-examination. I'll explain later. Just trust me. Now's our only chance to break her.
Oh God, Apollo, your language, it's not very gentlemanly.
Miss Orley, please testify in detail about the moment the crime. The very moment.
She's actually went back to, I am not knowing nothing.
I'm too in sync with Ace Attorney humor, bro. It's killing me.
We know you're not actually Russian. Okay?
Okay. Testify. Now. For real. There we go. Come on. We don't need that.
Fine.
Alright. Some of the sound effects are unusual, and I don't know, the vibe of, we're in this courtroom. Like, I try to... When I'm doing live commentary, it is difficult to, like, perfectly, illustrate what I'm getting across, but so many things are similar from Ace Attorney 1 to 3. Some things are just so different. Because it's a new trilogy on new hardware, right? I assume. I get this uncanny feeling. But this soundtrack, I don't know, it's really growing on me. Apollo's got really good tracks so far. This one, his like chase theme or whatever it's called, I forget. I genuinely forget. What are they called? God dang it, whatever.
He's the one who did it. I didn't let him out of my sight until the cops got here.
That's just straight up wrong. You got pwned. I don't even need... It's over, Orly.
Miss Orly, we have a record here that clearly contradicts what you just said. It states the police were altered by a report from the defendant. How would that be possible? Now, we know the defendant left the room, climbed the stairs, and made the phone call from the first floor of the Borscht Bowl Club. And you'd know that too if you kept your eye on him, which you just testified that you did.
Paul's getting sassy. Oh, look out.
So explain how you kept your eye on the defendant when he left the room entirely.
Oh my God! What's that face? We got her.
The man who picked up the bottle and swung it that night wasn't the defendant.
I mean, we better knew that. Like, come on. What are we doing here? Was it you? Was that you down there? Like, no, that's Phoenix. Look at that. This flew by so fast, I didn't process any of it, I'll be honest. I guess that's kind of like what they do with this trilogy. They give you like an animated movie, which is cool. Showdown time. God, that is really cringe. You dirty cheater. Check his pockets now. Oh, that's Olga saying that.
It's gone. The card's gone. You lose.
Who was that? Oh, we're not done? Oh man, I got chills.
Just then, Smith grabbed the bottle from next to Mr. Wright, and he hit me. He hit a 21-year-old woman. Can you believe that?
You. Some massive cheating you turned out to be. Oh my God. You poor thing. But then,
When I came to,
victim was already dead. Is that it?
that's why I couldn't reveal who I really was. If I came out that I was in league with Smith, I'd be a suspect for sure.
Logical. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you still can't lie in court. That'd implicate... you don't care. Well, where does this leave us?
Madness. This is madness. I'm dreaming. I shouldn't be smoking and drinking so much. I'm on the bottle. It must have been me who was hit with a bottle and imagining all of this.
All right, that's a bit of a stretch, but it appears our prosecution is at its wit's end, and frankly, I can't blame the fella. Mr. Gavin, what do you think about this turn of events? Paul, I'm so sorry. I spaced out. What were you... Mr. Gavin?
I believe that as the defense in this case, we are compelled to call Miss Orley a big fat liar. I am not fat. 3 were in the room the night of the murder, the defendant, victim, and her. And she has a motive.
Oh, man. Christoph don't play games.
A motive?
Her plot foiled, the witness got into an argument with her client, Mr. Smith. And the denouement of that argument was murder.
Oh, what? I am no killer. It's a trap. Someone's trying to frame me. And I was trying to frame him. I'll come clean about that.
Phoenix? With the villainous laugh.
I'm up here now. What tangled webs we weave when we practice to deceive. Bars so tangled we catch ourselves in the process.
Mr. Rod, you're a pianist and a poet?
A pianist, sir. Such a hasty conclusion. It's not like you, Christoph. What are you saying? Why not consider the other possibility? Now, there was another person in the room at the time of the murder.
Yeah, why aren't we considering that?
A single card was swapped in the victim's hand after the murder. And the one who swapped the card didn't know 2 color cards were being used. 4th person. That's... Oh, okay, there we go.
This theory again. Your 4th person doesn't exist, dude.
Indeed. That's why I decided to bring this case to court. Here. Where there's no escape and no chance for deception. The perfect place to catch the real criminal.
Well, aren't you altruistic? The real criminal!
And we're in luck. A clue to the real criminal's identity was kindly provided for us. And right at the beginning of the trial, no let... What?
No, I'll say it again.
Apollo. Perhaps you know what I'm talking about.
Grape soda?
No, sorry, I really don't. Remember what I said. The 4th person who swapped the cards made one critical error. He or she wasn't considering the color of the back of the cards, so they probably weren't present. How could such an obvious mistake occur? Cards used for the last game were red. Yet, there's one person here in our court who thought cards were blue. Who said that? I actually don't know. I had that impression too, but why? Who said that? Well, Apollo, think you can figure it out?
No.
It's not me, I swear. I don't gamble. I have my vices. I drink and drive and smoke, but
You can afford a car? All right, well. Who is this 4th person?
Why do I always get put on the spot like this? It's like I'm the main character and I'm in front of the box. Let's hear what the defense has to say. Who was it? Who thought the cards used in the final game were blue?
Give me a minute. That's not gonna work. Well, he did.
I mean, is it Gavin?
I feel like that's what they're getting at. I really want to pick this. Dude, I knew they were blue. I was in the... Well, it wasn't Payne. He wasn't there. It has to be Gavin. I don't remember him saying that, but process of elimination. I learned that in kindergarten. Or if I'm just effing wrong. As I expected. You're an idiot. Oh, no. Your eyes and ears are as sharp as your hair, kid. Oh my god. Good thing I don't got face cam, dude. I'm... Dance, my boy, dance! I'm sorry, I was right? No way! Christoph Gavin, you were the fourth person that night. But, of course Mr. Gavin knows the color of the cards. How would he? As you can see, the photo in the crime scene is black and white. So I haven't invented those, color cameras. You can't tell which of the cards are blue. The ones on the table or the floor. But look! You can see the color in this but that wasn't given to us yet. We had said the cards were blue. It was well before this evidence came to light. It is true the defendant was engaged in a game of poker with the victim. Yet it was only that. A game. In the purest sense, a competition. I got some feedback on the Payne voice. And listen, y'all, you can tell me. I got thick skin. But this is a flashback. We had a competition. Yes, a test of wits. A silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs, wreathed in blue flame. Known its final outcome. Dog, for real? How did that just slip by me? That is weird. Well, Christoph. You can't really now. Mr. Gavin? Mr. Gavin, is something the matter with you? You got some issues, man. If you're gambling in court of law, you can't do that. No, nothing. Excuse me. I just spaced off again. It was all just so sudden. Right? You aren't seriously accusing me, are you? Oh, Christoph? You know, even I'd never take a joke this far. And I love me some jokes.
I'm not up. Whose side am I on anymore? This has gone beyond ridiculousness. Beyond dumb. Which, I mean, ridiculousness was kind of dumb, but... This is insanity. The defendant accusing his own defense attorney of murder? Come on.
I assure you I'm quite sane.
I mean, that outfit, though, what possible connection could Mr. Gavin have to the victim?
I wasn't aware that I had a connection to Mr. Smith, either.
Yes, but Mr. Gavin and the victim never even met.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. What if they have? Sorry, I just can't stop laughing. I'm my biggest fan, bro. There is a possibility, after all. They may have met that night before the game even started. What are you suggesting? Is this the truth, Mr. Wright was staying silent about? Well, only one thing to do. Mr. Wright, the defense would like to The defense would like to request no such thing. We won't be doing any cross-examinations that could incriminate me, Apollo. But Mr. Gavin, the law, it's in my name! Testimonies must relate to the case, Apollo. How could anything happen before the game of poker be related? This guy's giving me the creeps, bro. What's going on here? I miss Maya even more. Where's she at, bro? I'm not sure I follow, Gavin. As I explained before, the defense believes that Miss Orley... Nah, we're not doing that. Hold up. Time out. Am I to assume you speak for Mr. Justice? Is that it? He is the defense, not you, last time I checked. Oh, it appears I'm in hot water. Mr. Justice, the matter of Mr. Wright's testimony is up to you. Okay. Audible gulp? I gotta stop doing that because people be eating when watching these videos. Does the court, in your opinion, need to hear from him right there?
I would like to.
This was Mr. Wright's strategy. He was planning this all along. and I intend to see it through. It's my mentor versus my hero against my guy that pays my checks. All right. The defense like to request Mr. Wright to testify. It too? No, what is that? It too. That's Japanese? Am I crazy? Oh no, wait. It's also Latin. Then what is Japanese? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Justice. You will betray me, your teacher? I'm sorry, Mr. Gavin. This isn't about loyalty. It's about the truth. I mean, you can get behind that. You love that crap, right? Oh, I'm quite the fan, even as it pains me to admit it now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, take the stand. Get up there.
Okay. I mean, what's going on here? I'm really uneasy.
That evening, Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at the table in this photograph. Shady Smith walked in 5 minutes after Christoph left. When the trap failed, Smith hit the waitress. The girl was knocked out cold and Smith was uncontrollable. I left to call the cops. When I returned, he was dead. Blood streaming from a cut on his forehead. That's when I made another phone call to defense attorney Gavin. Okay. Gavin, are you lying to me? Did you go to that bowl club I told you never to go there? Boy like you clubbing, your age. My God, the night of the murder? I dine with him rather frequently, Your Honor.
And he talked to the defendant on the phone directly after the murder?
Quite against my will, I had become involved in a murder. I thought I might be in need of a lawyer, so I called him.
You were planning this all along, weren't you, Wright? Just because you wanted to drag me into your little murder trial.
Only thing I want is the truth. As I did back then. And now. I don't know what that is referring to, but I have an inkling of an idea. Oh my God, what happened between these guys? And they're still hanging out and eating together, the dump? I thought my office was doing you a favor when we took on your defense. It appears that I was wrong. Okay, the defense may cross-examine the witness, I guess. I mean, I don't see a reason not to.
Justice. Yes, sir? He's lying, and you're going to expose him. Okay, sure, sir. Mr. Gavin versus Mr. Wright. This can't end well. Why can't I have a normal trial? Come on.
Is this really his first trial? Dang. This is a rough one. Christoph and I had dinner. We sat at a table in this photograph.
Well, where is he in this photograph? You had a dinner with Gavin? Really? You didn't invite me?
He dines with me at the Borscht Bowl Club quite frequently. I thought I said that. We're enjoying a usual dinner at a usual spot. As usual. Really just two grown guys just eating dinner together? Don't you have a daughter, Phoenix? What the dump? But
usual?
Always eat at the table closest to the piano. Makes sense. I mean, you shouldn't crap where you eat, but you know, I guess you eat at a restaurant, you crap at a restaurant, that's fine. Oh yeah, that's where Mr. Smith's at, okay.
So the plates and such on the table were from your dinner?
Yeah, the remnants of my meal with Christoph. We dined for 2 hours, then Christoph left. After that.
Okay, didn't get much from that. She'd walked in 5 minutes after Christoph. Sure, talk about that. 5 minutes? So the two of them could have passed in the restaurant during the time.
That would have been a fateful encounter, to be sure.
What? How's that not relevant?
Oh, Mr. Wright. What was it you said? Christoph Gavin and Shady Smith may have met. You can confirm that.
Yeah, I think I said that.
Here I was all nervous about this meeting, and now here they just passed in the hall.
Well, that does seem a little weak as a pretense for murder. I mean, if you bumped into him real hard, maybe. I mean, we all got issues, but that's a step too far. I mean,
It would be. That were all that really happened.
Oh, this is getting so juicy.
Come on, Mr. Wright, what are you hiding? Please tell me.
The trap failed. Smith hit the waitress. Can we just talk about how that is effed up? I mean, god dang. That's pure evil, bro. I mean, hitting Phoenix bad too, but like, oh my god. She just wanted to, you know. Gotta stop being biased. But god, that's just, I don't want to picture it.
About this failed trap. This is the same trap that Miss Olga Orley mentioned? Just to confirm. I mean, we don't need a flashback. It just happened. The plan was simple, elegant, really. You see, we set up a trap of sorts to plant a card in his pocket there, and then deal 5 aces during one of their games. When the hands were revealed, Mr. Smith would go behind him and give him a little hug, and, you know, search him, not strip search him. Okay, my mind's wandering. Well, he would then pull out the planted card out the trap would snap shut. Okay. You swap the cards. Why are they showing this again? Just like that, the legend would be dashed to pieces. Ah, ha, 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 ha. I'm evil. I'm not too evil to get whacked upside the head, but come on.
A harmless prank, in essence. It was by a quirk of fate that I happened to discover it. Okay. Finally. We're getting to the good stuff.
A quirk? Ha, ba, ba, ba.
Happened to put my hand in my pocket. And what do you know? I found a card.
I too also put my hands in my pockets when I got a hoodie on. It's kind of what you do. It's like a nervous tick. But you found the card she planted.
Yeah. Snuck a peek at it. Found out it was the 5 of hearts. Had a feeling something might happen, so I disposed of the card. Before the game.
So it wasn't on the floor.
Oh wait, dispose doesn't mean like that. Did you eat it? You pull a Yu-Gi-Oh card and just like, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh tournament, like, let me see this card. I need to read it. And he just eats it. That happens. That happens a lot. That's why I got out of the card game scene. All right, no one cares. There's an empty bottle of grape juice. I've been drinking right beside me. I threw the card inside the bottle. Is that why? Maybe he was trying to break the bottle because he saw it in there or something?
An empty bottle of grape juice?
The murder weapon? Really?
Yeah. I rolled it up and shoved it in here. The colored glass makes it hard to see. A battle of wits between the deceiver and the would-be deceived. Sounds like terrific drama.
A card inside the murder weapon. That's strange. What if it was in here the whole time? No, it's completely empty. Phoenix, is that a lie? Did the police miss an investigation? Maybe I'll take a look.
Mr. Wright, the poker head of courtroom number 3 approves this battle of wits. It's getting good. It's getting yummy, man. Please revise your testimony with that new info.
Phoenix, I'm sorry, man, but it's not true. There's no card in there. You lied. Mr. Wright, I'm really hoping this is a mistake, but...
Yeah?
I've examined the bottle, and I don't see a card in here.
No? That's weird. Mr. Wright, surely it's all you have to say. Isn't that all you gotta say for yourself? But I can't say I know what happened to the card. I did put it in the bottle, though.
Okay, so not a lie, but there's a chance this isn't the real bottle. God, I am like... No, he's the defendant. I'm trying to look out for him.
Hop say 5th person came and took it out. Oh, and a 6th person could have helped. Christoph, whose side you on, man? Shut up! You gonna get me in trouble! Gavin, Wright's your client, man. Oh, my apologies, Your Honor. I forget.
I won't have you disparaging our investigation either. We looked inside that bottle, and there was nothing.
So what's going on? Is Mr. Wright hoodwinking us? Or did the card just disappear? Dang it!
In any case, please continue the cross-examination. I'm afraid decisive contradictions call for decisive evidence.
I thought I just did that. Push him harder, Justice. Break his bones. Christoph, stop. It's just you and the witness in the ring. Go for the KO, Apollo. I get the feeling we're not on our client's side anymore. I'm confused. Am I being used? I don't like this. In this situation, girls knocked out cold. Mr. Smith was uncontrollable. Okay. He was probably trying to find the card. Well, let's press him and find out. Like, come on. You made the call to the police from the first floor of the restaurant. Is that right?
Yeah, cell phones don't get signal down there.
Was anyone else on the first floor at the time?
Not a soul. It's the middle of the night, after all.
So they're in the darkened restaurant and called the cops.
After making the call, I returned to the hideout.
With the maniac.
Didn't seem right to leave the injured
Phoenix, you're a more noble man than me. God, okay? God, I want to root for this guy, but something's fishy, man. He was dead, blood streaming from the cut of his forehead. I mean, that looks like a cut to me. See what else he says about it. We're trying to hunt for contradictions here. I don't know. His alibi seems solid. When you returned, the victim was already
dead as a doornail. I'll admit, I was a little startled when I walked in. A little. He was bleeding from his forehead, after all.
I guess I'd be startled too if he was walking. I don't know why I laughed. Jesus, what's wrong with me? This is morose. If I walked in a scene like that, I definitely want to have a giggle fit. Never, ever.
Psychopath Apollo coming through.
So made another call to the defense attorney, Gavin. Okay. If it's not this, then I'm out of ideas. Could you explain why you called Mr. Gavin of all people? I mean, he's a great guy. He pays me well, but...
I'd obviously got involved in a rather sticky affair. I figured Kristoff's law office would give me a friend rate for my defense fees.
Glad to hear you intend to pay us.
Oh, I'll pay in full, Kristoff. It was I who got you involved, after all.
What is this fishy talk? What is going on? They got static, bruh. And this is juicy. Now I see the appeal of these goddamn soap operas. This is peak, bro.
You may find the price of your defense quite high, my good friend. Quite high.
Okay, what are they talking about? Oh my god.
Is this the truth that Mr. Wright was talking about?
Justice. You know what you have to do. He's lying. Expose him. Now.
Oh my god, so bossy. I have to think, what's Mr. Wright trying to tell me with this testimony? Truth has to be in there somewhere.
Wait, what?
I don't know if this is relevant, but do you see that? The cards, at least at this scene of the crime, they're flipped. Look here. The kings are flipped. Why would Phoenix do that? If he truly was the one to come back. Is that just how they've drawn the kings at this angle? Maybe. I won't harp on that too much, but it almost looks like they're flipped over completely. I don't know how that'd be relevant, though. But it is striking me as weird. Oh my god, I just figured it out. Mr. Wright. If this is the crime scene when the police get there, his hat is still on. You lied again. Objection! I can't believe it. Mr. Wright, if I may.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Take a look at this photograph of the crime scene. See the victim here? He's wearing a hat. I wouldn't think you could see blood on his forehead like that.
Ah, good point.
Mr. Wright, what are you doing? I just imagine some little kid in the mid-2000s. Phoenix Wright is their favorite video game ever. They get the fourth one for Christmas, and this is how it ends. Justice. Next time, point out an inconsistency. Put a little more oomph into it. We're trying to convince the judge. I'm convinced. Mr. Wright, can you explain this discrepancy to the court?
I forgot to mention something. I was the one who put the hat on his head.
You what?
You put the hat on the dead guy's head? I mean, I get it. I don't want to look at it either, but he wore it through our entire poker game. After calling the police when I returned to the scene, said it was in full view. Shining bright, just like in that photo. And? I picked his hat up off the floor, put it back on his head.
Phoenix, you know better than anybody to I think we know why he did that. Because he wanted to get the necklace off. Think about it, dude. What's going on here?
Why'd you do something like that?
I just explained it, Payne. Got it. All I can say is, I'm sorry. That's the only thing I touched at the crime scene. Honest.
So Miss Orley didn't see it? It being the victim. His head.
I think not. She was out cold. I believe I was the only one who witnessed his head.
Ah, here we go again. Mr. Gavin? Pardon. It just seems that our client is determined to lie his way through this case. Hey, he's still our client, though, isn't he? I believe that's enough of that. Mr. Gavin, I'm scared. Apollo, hush up. This witness's testimony is more like a travesty. It's riddled with lies. I'm beginning to see how you've come to lose your attorney's badge 7 years ago.
Well, you certainly have a unique way of treating your clients, Christoph. I never knew. We were such good buddies.
I believe it was you who threw the first stone. Hey! Cut it out! Mr. Wright, if you intended to ever tell the truth about this case, it's now or never.
Don't be misled. I haven't told a single lie here. When I noticed the trap, I put the car in the bottle to dispose of it. And when I put the hat on the victim's head, let's just say I had a reason for doing that as well. A reason?
Well, we know he did lie. Oh my god.
That reason is right here.
Your cell phone?
Yeah, his hat was bugging me. I couldn't get a good reception. No one's gonna buy that, dude. That night, recall that I spoke with defense attorney Gavin after calling the police. Just in case, I recorded our conversation.
Oh, what's this?
Now that we're all here, I see no reason why I shouldn't play it back for the court.
What? Okay. Oh my god.
Christoph seemed to be in a bit of trouble.
What's this? Game not going so good?
Yeah, something like that.
That gentleman who challenged you, he turned out to be good, huh?
Turned out to be dead. Someone hit him. Hard.
You mean someone cracked that flawless bone china plate? It wasn't you, was it?
Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that.
What? Bone china plate? What, the dump?
A kind of porcelain. Very smooth and very shiny. And not plate, but pate. I believe he was referring to a certain gentleman's balding forehead.
Okay. How would he know that?
The court appreciates the defendant's discretion in not indicating my forehead, leaving that out of the court record.
Wait a second. He didn't talk about my forehead either. Thank God. Am I receding? Oh, let me check. No, I'm good. Something's not right about the phone call. So after Mr. Gavin ate dinner with you, he left the Borscht Bowl Club, right?
Most certainly.
I just got it. Then how did he know? How did he know about this bone china plate?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. That's when I began to see my good friend in a different light. Ooh, what the dump! Even on the stand, Phoenix Wright's killing it, bro. Troubled, I returned to the crime scene. And when I spotted Mr. Smith's head again, I realized exactly what was wrong. Well, Mr. Gavin, the stage has been set. Perhaps you'd like to explain this to the court. Exactly how did you come by your privileged knowledge of the victim's head? Yo, I'd be sweating bullets if I was Gavin right now. Oh my god. So, this is your reason? The reason why you put the victim's hat back on, huh? Your point? It's come down to this, has it, Phoenix? A hat? Really? Payne?
Yeah?
I believe this court's been left with no other choice. Are you ready to hear defense attorney Gavin's testimony?
I guess I don't have a choice.
Okay then, break for 10 minutes, and then we see what he's got to say, alright? Alright. Are we clear? Crystal, Your Honor. Okay, this will be the final recess of the day. Can't be doing this, we gotta do our jobs out here. Gavin? Mr. Wright are both in the judge antechamber still. Who'd have thought today would turn out like this? May I? Huh? Who is this? Wait, who is this?
What? Hello, sir. Please pick a card.
I don't know how old they're supposed to be.
What's all this?
Is this one okay?
Excellent. I have a message for you. The last hand is about to be played. You'll need a trump card to make it.
Trump card. Are you Phoenix's daughter? What are you doing here? With a max revive on your ear. Like, that is... I'm... Gamer reference!
The card you've chosen is magical. Use it wisely, and the game is yours. That's all.
An ace! Where to remember that card from? Oh my god! Wait, that's not good. That's real bad. That's bad for our client. Excuse me? Oh my god.
Mr. Smith had 3 aces and Mr. Wright 2. It is 5 aces in all. It is true, I have seen it, the 5th ace. That was cheating, I swear to you.
Sound like courage. God.
The missing 5th ace from the crime scene. Wait, this blotch of blood. But why are you giving me this? Also, it says Capcom on the card. Neat. You have your trump card. Now it's up to you to cut the deck and draw the truth. Did I get that right?
She's like checking a piece of paper.
My father's fate's in your hand. I know you can do it.
Okay.
This bloodstained card. It's my trump card for finding the truth? Okay. I fell deep into thought as my mind raced to understand what this all meant. That girl. I'd seen her recently, but where? It's when I made the connection.
Okay, because, bro, come on, man. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Bloody ace. But how? How is this gonna... Wait, where's Kristoff? Excuse me? Okay, we done here? No, we're not. Get back to it, boys. Will you please take the stand, Gavin? Okay. Sure thing. I can do this. I mean, I'm not attached. I don't even know the guy. Now then, if, you would, Mr. Payne.
Yes, Your Honor. The witness state his name and occupation.
Is this farce necessary, Your Honor? That's a long name. Far stranger things have gone on in this courtroom, let me tell you. Fine, I'll play along. First, there's one thing we need to make totally clear. How did you know about the secret between the victim's hat? Have you never been?
By secret, I'm guessing means the fact that Mr. Smith was bald.
Bald.
Forgive my curiosity, but what is it about this fellow's head? Your Honor seems to have an inordinate interest in it. Something, those who flock together? Whoa! What?
I'm bald too.
What? Whoa! Whoa, buddy! I want to call it inordinate. Oh my god, that took me. Oh, he's back. Oh, he's back.
Dance, my boy, dance. Okay, sorry.
Mr. Wright! What do you think you're doing, Wright? That's my seat. Just keeping it warm for you. Oh, look at him. Look at his smile. Oh, I love this guy. Oh my god. Wow, things sure look different from this side, huh? You know what I mean, Apollo? Speaking of looking from the other side, let's consider something for a sec. The victim wore that hat all night. Never once taking it off, except that one time. Before he was hit. I mean, you just gotta own it, man. If you're balding, you just gotta, you gotta own it. Grow a beard like mine, what it is. When Mr. Wright returned from the crime scene, the hat was lying on the floor. And that was his trap to get Gavin. Mr. Wright picked it up and placed it on the victim's head. In other words, in order to have seen Mr. Smith's bald head, you would have had to been there in the hideout. At the time of the crime. In other words, I must be the real killer. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah. Not bad, Apollo. I mean, you did most of the work. Is he crying or laughing? I can't tell with this guy. I'm afraid that I haven't been entirely honest with the court.
What?
Oh, I assure you I had the noblest of intentions. I did it all. Protect my client, Mr. Wright. I'm getting mixed signals. What's going on here? Yet, I'm afraid in the current situation, I see little reason to hide anything. Very well, allow me to tell you the truth of what happened that night. I think we've said that a few times. Yeah, we have, but just do it for one. Like, God, just settle it, man. Just get it over with. Tell us, how were you involved in the event of the fateful night?